Are you about to undertake a real estate development project but not sure what business structure makes the most sense for you? Well, stick around because in this video, I'll share everything that you need to know when it comes to determining your development's business structure. I'll also share the best structure for your property development, or at least the most common, and why. So make sure you stick around to the end. Let's get into it. Hey guys, Peter Kelly here from Little Fish Property Developments, helping you maximize the value of your land and generate wealth through low-risk residential development projects. We share everything you need to deliver successful projects time and time again on this channel. So make sure if you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on so you don't miss a thing. One of the first things beginner developers get stuck on is structuring up the business side of their development when starting out. Getting this set up is one of the first very steps that you need to take. Although you can purchase a property and nominate onto the contract later, it's always best practice to set up and be ready before signing any deals or making any legal commitments. It can be super risky not to understand this stuff because if you get the structure wrong, it can cost you a lot of money. And for no other reason than you didn't get your setup correct. As I say in almost every video, you need to do your own research because assuming that your current accountant or lawyer understands it or has the expertise in property development can be dangerous. It's honestly not as scary as it sounds, but it's absolutely high risk because it can be costly if you get the bum steer with some bad secondhand information. Typically, when developers think of their development structure, in most cases, they are thinking about tax savings, which for sure is extremely necessary. But there's a bunch of other things that need to be considered early. Do you have any partners or shareholders in the project? What's your objective? Are you holding or selling or a combination of both? Is it a one and done type thing, or are you going to be doing more of these developments into the future? Not all projects or individual circumstances are the same, and there is no blanket answer for the best development structure. It will heavily depend on your answers to the questions that I've just outlined and potentially many other key factors that we'll get into. When it comes to development structures, there are common options, but also less common options. Common structures include unit trusts, discretionary trusts or family trusts, and limited companies. Less commonly used structures include partnerships, joint ventures, and self-managed super funds. So one last point I need to make, and it is essential. I'm not saying don't seek professional advice. You must seek professional accounting and legal advice before committing to a townhouse development project. I am saying that you need to be knowledged up so you can participate in any conversation with whoever you are seeking advice from, whether that's your solicitor, your accountant, or anyone else. You want to understand the direction you are going, the decisions that are being made around your structure, and why they make sense for you. This is the only way to move forward with absolute confidence without the risk of a nasty surprise down the track. Now let's look at some further key considerations. You need to consider all stakeholders when determining your structure. Your structure should make sense relative to your business goals. You want to ensure that you are protecting your assets, both current and future. You need to anticipate and understand the risks that you are accepting. Now there are two types of trust setups, as listed earlier. You have unit trusts and family discretionary trusts. Each does different things, but they can also be used together. To keep it simple though, you can look at these like this. Family trusts suit a single family, whilst a unit trust makes sense for two or more families. So generally speaking, trust, whichever kind makes sense and makes the most sense for you, is an excellent place to start and when considering your development structure. Typically, because they allow flexibility around profit distribution, which can be super beneficial in many circumstances. That's it guys, that's a wrap. Hopefully you're getting a ton of value from these training videos. We love making them, so please drop any questions or topics that you'd like us to tackle in the comments box below. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do and turn the bell notifications on so you don't get left behind. I'm Peter Kelly, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy developing.